Hey everyone, Amio here from Crunch Time Sport, and today we're going to be looking at the Coach of the Year award that was presented on Saturday, August 22nd in the NBA. Now, for full transparency, everyone knows I'm a huge NBA fan, but first and foremost, I am a Toronto Raptors fan. So, I'm from the city of Toronto. Every Toronto sports franchise means the world to me, and that definitely includes the Toronto Raptors. I've been watching them since 1995 when they first came to the city. I think I was in grade 1 then, and, Mighty Mouse, Damon Stoudemire was my hero from back then. Watching the franchise grow, watching the franchise develop into last year's championship team was an amazing experience. Seeing the birth of a franchise and really seeing, the hardships we've gone throughout our history, and now seeing to where we are right now, it's been amazing. So first and foremost, I just wanted to say I will be a little bit biased because I am a Toronto Raptors fan. That's my team. That's my hometown team. But let's get into it. Let's see what happened with the Coach of the Year award for 2020. So Inside the NBA did a segment, and here's how it went down.
We got Toronto tomorrow night on TNT. Raptors up 3-0 over the Nets.
Looking for the sweep.
And we asked Nick Nurse if he'd join us here on the pregame show, and Nick was kind enough to give us some time here. So Nick, thank you so much for taking that time. It's good to see you. I have a question,
guys.
Yeah, I got a question for you, and actually been doing some really deep research. Yeah, you're the NBA champions, but also you're celebrating the 35th anniversary of a championship. Kemper Catholic in Carroll, Ohio. There he is in the front row wearing number 32.
Wow.
Get your money, Nick.
Yeah,
I didn't know Nick used to play basketball.
3A state champs in Iowa, and you were coached by the guy on the far left, Wayne Chandley, correct?
Yep, that's Coach Chandley over there.
Yeah. Wayne,
Big Brian David in the middle. Yeah.
We told Wayne that we were going to be talking to you today, and he has a message for you.
Oh, cool! They got his coach.
Great.
Hi Nick, it's Coach Chandler. Hey, congratulations on being the NBA Coach of the Year for 2019-2020. Holy cow! What an honor! Very well deserved. No staff or coach works harder than you and your staff. You are a class act and a very gracious coach, and you're always willing to give back. Congratulations.
Awesome. Congratulations, Coach. Alright, just going to pause that quickly. That was super classy. I think that's really awesome that they got his old high school coach to come and announce that award for him, especially with this whole corona pandemic. Not everything is the typical way of presenting awards anymore, so super classy. I think, that's something he'll remember forever.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. That's really cool.
He's got a tear in his eye.
That's really cool, man. Coach Chandley's a great man. Great man, great coach, and had him come to training camp just about every year for as long as I've been coaching back in the States, and kind of all started with him. So that's really cool that he got to come on here today. So thank you for that. Appreciate it.
That means a lot to him right there. There is a piece of
hardware that goes with that award. Red Auerbach is on that trophy, and I understand that we have a delivery person down there with the trophy. If we can just wait for it. Wait for it.
A little delay in production here?
It's funny. What's going on? I was wondering why you guys wanted to talk to me today. Like, what do you want me on there for today, man? What for?
That's true. The Raptors don't get the love we need.
As we wait for the delivery of the trophy, let me ask you.
It's still delayed.
Your path to this award. I mean, you go from Grandview University, NAIA school. You were the head coach when you were 23, so basically 30 years ago you're doing that. British basketball, D-League, G-League.
This man's path has been amazing.
Where you are now, who do you start thinking about? Who do you start thinking about?
Here it comes, the delivery's coming.
As you get this trophy.
They got Kyle? That's amazing. Oh, and Freddie. Nice.
Look at that, man.
Congratulations, Coach.
Okay, couldn't have done it without these guys, that's for sure, right?
You're welcome.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
I'm going to pause there. Fred says you're welcome.
I know I did. Coach Stanley, man. You met him. That's where it all started, man.
Oh, that's really cool.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Stay well.
Larry has a lot of love for Coach.
Just a cool trophy.
Yeah, how's that thing look? How's that thing feel in your hands right there?
Well, it's something I know Yeah, it's something to be here with this. I mean, it was quite amazing to be able to lift up that Larry O'Brien trophy last year with these guys. That's for sure. That one certainly means the most to all of us to try to get one of those. But this is
Let's
cool.
hope to get one more.
Have those two guys, as you guys know, they're as tough and as smart and competitive as it comes, and you don't do it without those kind of guys. An amazing staff, amazing organization, and the other thing is, people of Canada, man, I know they support us really well, so this goes out to them too.
Canada loves you to coach. Canada loves
the
you.
Question that I was asking before Kyle Lowry delivered the trophy. So who are the people that come to mind for you when you think about the road you've traveled to get to this point?
Well, I mean, start with my immediate family, first of all. You know, my wife Roberta, my 3 sons, obviously.
It's a real family, man.
My father was a coach way back when.
All right, so I'm just going to give some background to what you see down there. So he is the 3rd Raptors head coach to win Coach of the Year. The previous winners were Sam Mitchell in 2007 and Dwayne Casey in 2018, so not too long ago for Dwayne Casey. So the Raptors have had previous Coach of the Year winners. The difference I'm going to say here between Nick Nurse and our 2 other coaches. So for Sam Mitchell, it was more of a, wow, you did something pretty cool with a team that wasn't expected to do too much. In all fairness and honesty, and you know he was a good coach. I don't know if I would say he's of the caliber of Coach of the Year candidates that would be considered top coaches in NBA history. I think he's an average coach overall, but he helped develop the franchise, and he helped get us some respectability. And to this day, he's still a pretty big Raptors fan. He appears on TSN and those types of shows and gives us some love. So appreciate you, Sam Mitchell. Thank you for doing what you did and helping us raise the bar for Toronto Raptors fans. Dwayne Casey, also a very good coach. I feel like he really did a lot with Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, trying to develop their games. And he won Coach of the Year. I mean, he took Toronto to an Eastern Conference first place spot, I think. And in the playoffs, he often appeared to come up short. Nick Nurse was his assistant coach for the last couple of years, and now the Knicks taken over. I gotta say, Nick Nurse is unlike any other coach we've had in Toronto Raptors history. He's innovative. He's really connected with all the players, and I feel like the players really believe that he will put them in their best position to shine. So, oftentimes coaches come up with a philosophy, with a strategy, and say, execute it. That's all there is to it. But I feel Nick, he has his overall strategy that you can see with the team. We share the ball a lot, but he wants to make sure that the players we have, their skill sets are maximized when they're on the court. So, you see, it's not just our 1 to 5 top players who are really getting an opportunity. We see, all the way down to guys like Chris Boucher this year, who's thrived. Rondé Hollis Jefferson, Terrence Davis, Matt Thomas. These guys are our 9th, 10th, 12th, 11th men on the roster, and they get their chance to shine with the team. So I feel the players really work hard for Coach. They really believe in him, and we saw last year's success, and we saw how amazing he is as a coach. So yeah, that's just my quick thoughts on Nick Nurse, and I think the 3 Raptors head coaches who have won Coach of the Year in the past, nothing against them, but Nick Nurse, you are definitely our favorite coach. I'm going to speak on behalf of all Toronto Raptors fans. You are our favorite coach in franchise history, and we hope you're going to be here as long as Greg Popovich was. 20 years, 30 years, as long as you want to be here, we will be happy to have you.
Coach Chanley, for sure, that you already saw. 5 older brothers, beat the heck out of me every day and toughened me up for life ahead. But
a lot of boys in this family. 5 older brothers, and he has 3 sons.
Coach Eldon Miller at the University of Northern Iowa, for sure. Dwayne Casey, who I started with under here, and a whole bunch of other people. And
respect for him, giving a shout out to Dwayne Casey.
Would be remiss to not talk about Nate Bjorkgren, who's been by my side for a couple titles, one in the D League, one here. Adrian Griffin, Sergio Scariola, and the rest of my staff that goes on and on.
His assistants are also very
really
good.
Amazing.
I also wanted to take a look at the ballot and see, which other coaches got some love, how much did Nick Nurse win by, and wow, what a dominant victory from Nick Nurse here. A lot of people might know when the coaches did their awards, you had Mike Budenholzer from Milwaukee and Billy Donovan of Oklahoma City tie for first place. Nick Nurse was actually 1 point behind both of them, otherwise it would have been a three-way tie. And that was from the coaches' vote, which, you typically, when I look at things, I respect the coaches' vote and the players' vote a little bit more than the media vote. Sometimes the media, I find, is a little bit biased in terms of who they like for storylines, but I think the media got this one spot on. 90 out of 100 first-place votes for Nick Nurse. That is just complete and utter dominance. Got 6 second-place votes, 3 third-place votes. I think the most confusing thing there for me is there are 2 media members who didn't have Nick Nurse in their top 3 coaches, which is mind-boggling to me. I don't know how you leave him off. He lost Kawhi Leonard, which was their NBA Finals MVP, by far the best player on the Toronto Raptors last year, and completely changed his system this year to accommodate the new system we're going to play. I mean, we still play a similar system, but of course you're not running the offense through Kawhi Leonard anymore, nor are you running the defense through Kawhi Leonard anymore. I mean, he was our best player on both ends of the court, so you lose a player of that caliber and you still are in the championship contending discussion. Preseason, a lot of media members didn't even have the Toronto Raptors as a playoff team. Which was surprising to me. I think definitely, people in Toronto understood that we would be a playoff team. We thought we'd be maybe fighting for that, 4 to 6 spot in the East, maybe with Indiana. But it's been amazing what Nick Nurse has done. So I think these numbers really validate his success and his triumphs. Mike Budenholzer, solid season with the Milwaukee Bucks. They really impressed. So I think he's deserving of second there. Billy Donovan also had an excellent season with the Oklahoma City Thunder, very similar to the Toronto Raptors, where a lot of people thought they were done for. They lost Paul George and Russell Westbrook over the last couple of years, added Chris Paul, and really people thought this would be a rebuilding season. But Billy Donovan's done some amazing things with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, also a kid from Canada. Shout out to Shai, and great season for him too. Eric Spoelstra, I think Miami's been an excellent team. Huge potential for that team moving forward in the future. Maybe even this year to upset some big teams. Milwaukee, be on the lookout if you're going to play against Miami. Let's take a look at who else is here. You have Frank Vogel of the Lakers. They ended up first in the West, so definitely some shout out and respect there. You had a first place vote for Nate McMillan. That one's interesting. I don't know if I'd give him a first place vote for Coach of the Year, but yeah, he deserves some shout outs there. Taylor Jenkins from Memphis, fighting for that 8th spot. Unfortunately, didn't really work out for them with the NBA bubble rules and the play-in. They dropped down to 9th place, and Portland got in above them, so kind of unfortunate for them there. Brad Stevens of Boston, also an excellent coach. Mike Malone, good coach there. Doc Rivers, good coach. Rick Carlisle, I think Rick deserves a little bit more praise this year than some of the coaches above there. I think he's done phenomenal with that Dallas team. Not a lot of people thought they were ready to be a playoff team this year, but Dallas ended up with the most efficient offense in NBA history. That's really impressive. Of course, you have Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis, along with a bevy of 3-point shooters, but I think he deserves a little bit more credit. I'd probably have him in my top 5 or 6 coaches this year, but very impressed with Nick Nurse. This one's a complete and utter dominant victory. So congratulations, Coach. For the 2 media members who did not have you in their top 3, that's, I want to know who they are. I'll probably do a follow-up on that just to check up on that, and yeah, maybe you guys deserve to have your media credentials removed. That's shocking. So that's my take on this year's Coach of the Year award. I think they did a great job in with the media members voting. Of course, as I mentioned, the coaches had a little bit of a different vote where Mike Budenholzer and Billy Donovan were the winners. But I think the media members got it right. Don't say that often, as I mentioned. Coach, lots of love to you. Really appreciate what you've done with the team, and congratulations again. If you guys like this content and would like some more, please give a thumbs up. Please feel free to subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Have a good one, everybody. Take care.